What made you the villain in your family? My older brother Trey was the golden child. He had charm, connections, and a six-figure sales job by the time he was 25. He also had a mean streak that only came out when no one was looking. I was 14 the first time he shoved me hard enough to hit the wall. He said it was a joke. I laughed too, because that's what you do when no one believes you. Our parents worshipped him. Mom called him a natural leader. Dad said he was intense, not aggressive. I learned fast not to be alone with him. But my little cousin Sam didn't know that. She was 9 when it started. I didn't know what was wrong with her at first, just that she always seemed really jumpy at family functions and never wanted to be in a room by herself. But then I found a journal she left at our house after a visit, and in there she'd written everything. The way Trey looked at her, touched her, hurt her. I confronted her about it next time she was over, and she started crying and told me she'd made it all up. But I knew she hadn't. You could tell from the look in her eyes, like she was silently pleading for someone to help her. So I told my mom. She said, "Don't start drama." So then I told my aunt, Sam's mom. She looked me in the eye and said, "You don't understand how much he does for this family." They shut me down so hard, I actually started to wonder if maybe Sam had made it up. Then one weekend, the whole family was at my uncle's lake house. I walked past one of the guest rooms and heard Sam screaming no over and over. I didn't even think. I kicked open the door and saw Trey holding her wrists. Her shirt was pushed up and she looked terrified. He tried to play it off like they were roughhousing. I pulled her away and slammed the door. I told everyone what I saw. Trey said I was making things up for attention, even though Sam couldn't stop crying. No one was doing anything, so I threatened to call the police. My uncle grabbed my shoulder and said, "Do not take this outside the family. You'll ruin us." I looked him right in the eye and told him I wouldn't, just so he'd let me go. But I called that same night, the minute everyone else was asleep. The fallout was nuclear. Cops showed up the next morning and took statements. My uncle tried to make Sam lie, but she handed over her journals to the cops anyway. The investigation took months, during which my parents stopped talking to me, and my aunt sent me hate texts saying I destroyed their lives. Sam got moved to a safer school, and I stayed with a friend while everything played out. Eventually, Trey got arrested. He took a plea deal for a reduced sentence. He'll be on the registry for life. He'll never get his job back, and I'll never get my family back. They didn't come to my high school graduation, and nobody showed up to say goodbye when I left for college. But I'm doing okay. I'm working part-time and studying psychology because I want to help kids like Sam. She writes me letters, and she says she's doing better. She told me once that she thought no one was ever going to save her. The rest of my family acts like I'm dead, but I sleep better now, mostly. Some nights I wake up in a sweat, remembering the way my mom looked at me after I called the cops, like I betrayed her. But I think of Sam. I think of that locked door and what would have happened if I hadn't opened it. I lost everything that night, but I saved her. That has to count for something.